A while ago, I asked you guys to give me some really cool questions, and since then, you guys have given me some really cool questions. Today, I plan to answer those really cool questions. Before we get into it, I want to give a quick shout out to our 39 patrons. Without you guys, this channel just wouldn't be able to fund itself. So you guys, you're awesome. You're god tier people. Everyone else that supports the channel, you guys are awesome as well. Without your support, we just wouldn't be where we are today. First question, do the clones have any reprogrammed battle droids that they can use on special missions? No, they don't. Next one, how big is your team? How many people are involved with making each episode? Well, it's always me. We do have a couple of voice actors. We have Frank for the Clone Troopers.
Take even longer if you keep talking to me. Ooh.
Then we have the tactical droid, the battle droid, Admiral Vanks voice actors.
I will make contact for a ship to arrive.
It would be for deserter.
Wow, I've never been so close to one of these before.
We have the ones that were just in Defined Until Time. They were all new.
My name is Iria Veen.
Surgeon Price. Indeed I did.
Public Research Division aboard the Tempest.
You're a bit late for rescue.
Well, I know this is the only humane option.
They were cool. And then we always have a couple of texturers and a couple of modelers. And it's typically the same people. So at maximum we've ever had 10 on the team. Would you rather end this series with the end of the Clone Wars, or is it planned that we can see clones in Stormtrooper armor in the future? This series is not ending with the Clone Wars. Series 1 isn't anyway. Series 1 is going to end right as they start phasing out Phase 2 and 1 armor. When working on the Forgotten One series, what do you recommend to do to keep the plot moving? The characters get more development? Yeah, so I do script by script. Like, as each episode's uploaded, the next script starts getting made. So they're not made all in one. The last two are, though. I'm making the last two right now. To keep the plot moving, you've just got to keep on adding in functional dialogue. No any of this filler content, no any filler dialogue. You've always just got to keep the story accurate and what you want to portray. You just want to keep on getting the characters talking and doing things, but that don't waste the audience's time. And then it won't waste your time either.
Are you serious?
Ooh, a fun one. Will there be even more new clone troopers from other units, corps, battalions, etc. that will be brought into the series? Yes, we have like another 13 or 15 coming in. They'll just be in the last... You'll mainly see them in the last battle though. Yeah, that's no secret. Episode 7 is going to have a big boy battle in it. And you'll see every single clone trooper that isn't dead already in that battle. Is there any more famous clone characters or officers set to appear before the end of the season? If so, could you give an example? Yes, I won't spoil him, but to give you a little bit of a tease, he's got red on him.
Wow.
Alright, a man with 2 questions. What are some of the difficulties you've encountered throughout the development of your projects using SFM? That has a lot of bugs. It's very limited. Very old engine and a very old software, and it limits you to what you could really do. What is your favorite battle droid type? My personal favorite is the that thing. Yeah, I just like the battle droid because he's funny. Another guy with 2 questions. How long does it take to make each film? Usually they take 8 to 9 months each episode. These last 2 are probably going to take a tad bit longer because I'm working on them at the same time. But that's with the ambition that episode 7 would come out not long after episode 6 and we can get the series all wrapped up by the end of 2022. And will there be phase 2 for the Forgotten Ones? Yes, that will definitely be a thing before this season ends. How did you get this miraculous idea to start the Incredible Clone Wars series? Yeah, Lego. The Base 400 series that I used to make 6 years ago, which was based off Base 327, which is a far more successful Lego series. It's all based on that, so it goes way back to like 2008 maybe, even sooner. You've got Captain Fordo, who's a Legends character. Any chance of bringing in Alpha 17? Not really. Have you thought about expanding the series towards the rise of the Empire and beyond? Yeah, that was Season 2 that I was planning to make. Again, that's still up in the air. I haven't scripted or planned it, but if Season 2 was to be made, that would be in the Imperial era. Holy moly! Man, there's 3 questions! That Grievous voice sounded so correct. Was it taken from the official Star Wars media, or did someone do a perfect impression?
Your defeat is at hand.
That was taken from the Battlefront 2 video game.
Hostiles are taking control of
Do you write the music pieces? All the music pieces, apart from Indefined Until Time, they were all from various games. But Indefined Until Time, we have an awesome composer. Where do you get all your sound effects from? YouTube. What's your favorite episode you've made so far, both in graphics and in story plot? In terms of story plot, would have to be episode 5. The latest one. That was, what was it called? Oblivion. Graphics, it looked good as well. When will you add more backstories to characters? In episode 6 and 7, the last 2 of the series. I'll mainly focus on Riptides and Chaplains and Locks. Those 3 really need their backstories covered. Question: when did you create the Forgotten Ones and what was your favourite part about them? My favourite part is that I get to use any clone trooper design I want. That's cool. I created the Forgotten Ones series back in 2019, that was it. Will you consider remastering the first episode after the end of the season? Actually, that's a really good question. I have considered it and I do want to do it.
What?
What is the status of the series and when to expect to see the next episode? Did my brain just have a hissy fit or what? But the status of the series is that the scripts are just wrapping up and they'll be going off to the voice actors very soon. Will there be any clone characters like Captain Fordo? What? He's in it already! I have a question. In your Forgotten One series, why do the clones have to die easily in one shot? Shouldn't they die when they get hit by 3 to 5 shots? Okay, so to answer this question politely, in a way, 3 to 5 shots, not really. This isn't real life. In real life, sure, that likely happens. You have to pump a couple more bullets into someone for them to actually die. But in Hollywood, it's usually 1 bullet, or 1 shot. And in the actual Clone Wars series, it's 1 shot. Unless you have plot armor on, then it's a billion. It could be a billion. It could be a whole nuke and you'll survive. But this series is fictional. And in this series, again, unless they have plot armor on, they take 1 shot and they die. What is your favorite Clone Wars episode? The Geonosis one. Whichever one has the big battle. I think there's 4 of them, isn't there? Whichever one has the big battle. You ever considered the Shapeshifter, True Sons of Mandalore, or Red Son Gamer to voice some clones? I have not considered any of them because True Sons of Mandalore already voices the clones, and has been since episode 2. How are things going in terms of the project as a whole? Very slow, and that is on purpose. The last 2 episodes are supposed to be going slow so I avoid any mistakes this time. Why you mix all the battalions in the story? It's another one of these questions, isn't it? You should make the 212th journey. No, I don't want to anymore. All because of you. You've upset me. I'm not sure if this has been answered before, but around what time after episode 2, Attack of the Cones, and before episode 3, Rise of the Swimmers, does the Forgotten Ones take place? Or, to narrow it down, how close to Anakin's betrayal is the Forgotten Ones? Very, very far off it. Again, season 1 takes place between a certain episode from the Clone Wars, I can't remember which one it was in season 2 I think, and it ends when they're phasing out the phase 1 and 2 armor, and I don't know when that is. How do you create animations if you're not great at drawing? The special trick is I don't draw. I use 3D animation, which does not require drawing. Where do you get the Venator, and the others, Republic cruisers and ships in SFM for your Clone Wars animations? Try the workshop of Gary's mod. If not, SFM, but that's got a lot less alternatives to use. Do you like to play Valve games?
Yes, I do. Hentai too.
Alright, and that wraps it up for this video. Thanks everyone for asking the questions. A lot of them were very good. Now, if I didn't get to your specific question, that was mainly because it was repeated and I'd already answered it before. So, I had seen all the comments, and I did respond to them in some way or form. Anyway, if you haven't checked out the Patreon, please go check out the Patreon, and if you want to donate, go ahead and donate. All the funds do get used up in a production some way or form, so it does help out a lot. What do you get if you sign up to Patreon? You get behind the scenes stuff, and you also get the scripts. Now, in between this video and the next 2 episodes, there are planned to be at least another 6 teasers. The first 2 being just showcases of animations and terrain and maps. And then the last 4 will be actual traditional teasers that we've done in the past. So that will keep you guys amused. Anyway, that's the last video for this year, and it's also the last Q&A video for Season 1 of Forgotten Ones. Other than that, be safe, be well, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys next year. Alright, laters.
Turn off that shitty music!